when Brandon, this new douchebag that has come in and doesn't know his place, comes in and tells Luke, when this dickbag looks at you and goes, hey man, she just had a baby, dude. She's just leave her alone. Give her a minute. She just had a baby. When that guy is telling you that advice, you done fucked up, bro. Like, there's something wrong
the
with you.
mid-divorce 2 baby mamas guy
says
check
the
yourself,
right thing,
Luke.
Right? Going, give her a minute. She just had a baby. And what's Luke's response? Well, I hope this version of Kristen doesn't last. This version of, she's a mom now. It's over for you, dude. Like, this is the version that you get. She is forever changed because she is now a mother. It is different. Sorry, dude.
And ideally, you are also forever changed as a father. And instead you're digging your heels in and trying to revert.
What?
Embarrassing.
Yep.
Embarrassing.
Listener discretion advised. Adult language and mature content.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 2 Queens, 1 Screen. I'm Jen.
I'm Keeley.
And my sound should be 1,000 times better this week. Last week it was really bad, and I'm not sure why, but Matt had to buy a whole new computer so that this all works now.
Hey.
So you and I were chatting, and this whole week, I have been sending you pictures of all of my wins.
Yes.
Like all the things that I'm feeling really excited about and proud of. 1 yard of the month. I saved a puppy that was running down the road. I didn't keep it. It's already back with its owners. I sewed a dress and I've been working on making a quilt. Things just feel really good. And I'm like, oh, and I accidentally, all of my shrimp population has skyrocketed in my fish tank. I'm very excited about all the baby shrimp. Things are just good. And in my head, I'm having this moment of I feel awesome. I feel very confident. And I'm a little bit concerned now all of a sudden because there is something in my feed and I don't think you're familiar with it, what does that say about my algorithm reflecting upon me? But there is this guy named Tyler Catastrophe that has taken over my TikTok.
Okay.
And it's not him posting these things.
Oh.
It's people posting his old videos and people posting reactions to his old videos and the controversy surrounding him.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the very little that I understand. I am not a scholar on Tyler Catastrophe, but it seems like he is a, early to mid 20s. I think at one point he made a video and was like, I'm 23. And someone had made a comment. I would not make this comment because I'm nice, but someone made a comment that it was a rough 23. But Tyler's a young 20s trans man who is an artist. He paints and he does arts in the parks, different shows. And occasionally if there's a gallery where people can submit work, then he'll submit his stuff there. And also does a lot of beading and has talked about his, necklaces and mostly necklaces, but I think also bracelets and things. Okay. And the bracelet or the necklaces are cute. They're just beaded things and they'll have little, some of them have little charms on them. But that's not really the important part. Mostly what's important is that Tyler is the most freakishly confident person that I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And Tyler is saying, I'm gorgeous. And I'm considering, hey, famous singer, if you ever want me to join your band, you should check me out because I have been doing this. I used to do this professionally for years. And then he'll sing.
Oh, okay.
And is the singing terrible? No.
Okay.
But it's not like I would pay money to go listen to that.
Okay.
Tyler also talks about what an incredible artist they are. I would say that they are passionate about painting.
Okay.
I don't think that they should be saying that it's a profession that they do.
Okay.
It's not incredible work. Tyler also has gotten into trouble because he was crushing on a musician that had been canceled. And then also Tyler had said that they were two-spirit, which is a Native American word and cultural thing. And it's like, but you're a white guy. Maybe don't do that. Oh. And then it's like, well, and he was like, but my auntie said it was okay.
Did they explain themselves about the Native American?
It sounds, okay, again, I'm not a scholar, went back and forth. Like, okay. Tyler had an aunt who maybe, I guess, had maybe married into the family. Like, they're not blood related, but it is his aunt. Okay. And she is of Native American descent and said that it's fine because she had deemed him as such. Oh. But then there was a lot of backlash, and then Tyler has walked that back. But Tyler will do all of these videos. It's like, I am hot and I am awesome. And it's crazy that I haven't been on a date. And oh my gosh, I'm just so talented. And this is amazing. People, why aren't they buying all of my work? And I'm doing all of these things. And I watch these videos and I am having this deep internal conflict because my last week I've been feeling really great about myself. And then I go, am I doing that?
Oh, I see.
Is that what I do?
Yes.
Is that me? Yes. Shit. I do it, but here's the thing. When I do it, one, I'm providing evidence that I think is like, but I also qualify it. And it's also tongue in cheek, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do need constant affirmations from others. You, Matt, my dad, the internet. But I also know that I'm not like, it's like a joke. It's, like I try, there's a grain of salt to temper it all. And Tyler Catastrophe doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Tyler means it, which part of me goes, that must be amazing to really feel that good all the time. About yourself and have that kind of self-esteem.
Sure.
But also the internet is having, I'm not going to, God forbid, because we're not allowed to say the internet hates Tyler Catastrophe, because they'll be like, not everybody on the internet hates Tyler Catastrophe. I like Tyler Catastrophe. I don't know. It seems like my feed is showing a lot of people who are not fans.
Okay.
And I understand why, but I'm also completely enthralled. Every time it comes out, I have to watch it because I'm like, what the fuck crazy thing is going to come out of this person's mouth?
Okay.
And then it's gotten so bad that this is the part that I'm, you're going to get upset. I have removed my apps again. Oh, I am taking a break from social media because I got and I did it. My therapist told me I really needed to. My therapist was like, well, how many hours are you averaging? And I lied, obviously. And she still went, that's too much. And I was like, fuck. So taking a little bit of a break, but that's okay because I'm filling my time with actual work at my job today and gardening and quilt making. But anyway.
Okay.
I really want people to talk about Tyler Catastrophe, though, so you find it, because that's how I sound to myself in my head. And I'm like, I want you to see him and go, no, you're not that. What I desperately want is for you to go, oh my God, of course not. But I have a feeling you're going to go, yeah, that's you. That makes sense because that is what you do, is what I'm terrified of. So anyway, there's that.
That's amazing.
But we do have a lot to talk about in general anyway today.
Well, sure. I mean, which show should we talk about with extreme confidence? I mean, God, there's so many of them. I have feelings about so many of them.
Let's start with Ladies of London because they had their finale.
Which seems early to me.
I feel like it's a first season testing it out.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if they knew, because you didn't watch it, but they had the Shahs of Sunset or the Persian Valley.
Yeah.
And I loved Shahs of Sunset, and then they did the Valley Persian style, I think is what they called it. And I think I remember thinking, oh, they only did a few episodes, and I think they cut it off.
Okay.
So I think they were doing like a tester season to throw it. Like, are people actually going to watch this? Okay. And I guess I was the only one that watched it.
Okay.
Which I loved Gigi and I love Mercedes, and their other friends their friendships were wild and they had a lot of things going on. So I'm sad that they're probably not going to do another season. But I do think they'll do another Ladies of London. I pray they're going to do another Ladies of London. The first thing I want to say is Micah. Yeah. When that show started, the first 2 episodes, I was like, she is a try hard, and like she's trying so hard, and not that she wasn't sweet, but I was like, oh my god, she's gonna be so annoying. By the end of the season, I think she is a delight. I want everything wonderful for her. And she gave a toast at the very end where she was like, I just want to say thank you so much for these like real genuine friendships. And I think that she does have real genuine friendships, and I love her. She's not my favorite on the show. I do think she is the best person on the show. I think she has like the best soul of anyone on the show.
Yeah.
So
no,
that's
I agree.
All I needed to say that about
Micah. I agree that I was unsure of her in the beginning, but I think it was because of that Dara girl.
Yeah.
Her friend that's not on it anymore. I think it brought out a bad side or bad part, or we saw the not real her, or something was off because of that Dara person on the show. Well, it
colored her. She said she told people, and then we had this opinion of her that she's cringe.
Yes.
And that like she's going and she's like, hey girlfriend, oh my god, we match. And then Dara's like, we're not really good friends. We don't really, we're not that close. What? And you're like, oh, weird. Why is she doing this then? Yeah. And Missy, was it Missy? Missy was like, this is what she said about you. Mm-hmm. Or this is what you said this about her. And I think that's like, I think that was probably incredibly painful. But oh my God, what a gift.
Sure, absolutely. What a gift.
And I think Missy's pretty great too. I think.
Yeah, it took me time to like Missy. I like Missy by the end. Really like Micah by the end. Was not happy with Margot and Martha speaking. Unhappy with that. How that played out.
Okay, tell me about your feelings on that.
I'm upset that Margot is blaming Martha, first of all. I mean, the cojones you have to have, gigantic cojones, to blame Martha for what? Nobody knows. I don't know, but okay, we're projecting onto Martha. And Martha is so sensitive and so caring and loving and genuine. And they sit down to try and have a discussion. And I was thinking it was going somewhere because Martha is being very direct and truthful, saying, look, I feel like you are a different person than our friendship has been in the past, and laying it out for Margot, and it just crashes and burns. I thought that they were maybe agreeing to disagree, or they could just coexist together maybe, and that was it. Unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Well, when they do kind of the end of like recaps on the season, and she goes, I think we're going to be fine. Margot is like, no, we've been friends for 20 years. We're going to be friends for 20 more. And then Martha's like, we're going to take a break. I was so proud of her.
Yeah.
I was so proud of her. And I think the other thing that I really loved is that when they went to go have that conversation and everyone else is like far away kind of watching it happen, I think it was Micah who was like, I'm going to go help. I'm going to go, like, somebody needs to rescue Martha at this point. Yeah. And I think it was Emma and Lottie were like, sit down. She needs to learn to do this herself. Like, and I think that there is, I am 100% Micah in that situation, but I think the other two women are very good friends for doing that as well. Yes. That's like that little bit of tough love that I think Martha did need, which she got from Margot at the beginning, where Margot's like, I can't be your friend if you're handing your house keys out to strangers.
Yes, right.
Which is a fair point.
Yes.
While also... So I think Martha did need some tough love, but I think that's the form that she needs the tough love in. And I think I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
agreed.
Do you want to talk about Lottie's husband's clothes and his fashion show?
Did you not like them?
Or I loved it.
Oh no, I loved it. No, I loved it too. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I would die to have a reason to wear any of those clothes. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Yeah. Super talented. So I'm that baby's going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Even if the dad isn't terribly present.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other points we're missing on there?
I was a little sad that they didn't do like they usually do at the end of Housewives, where it says, you know, Kyle's getting ready for her daughter's wedding and is working on getting out of the relationship with Mauricio. Like, we get a little note, and they didn't really do that. And I don't know. All of those things are making me nervous that it's not going to come back. But I think you're right. It's probably just a tester.
Yeah. I think enough people are talking about it, and enough people have strong opinions about, like, everyone in it.
I agree.
So I hope so. I'm excited. Yeah. Everyone that's left on the show, do I still think that Kimmy is 100% going to be causing problems? Yes, but it's going to be fun. Do I think that Mark is going to be biting and catty? 100%, but I think it's going to be fine. Like, yeah, I think you kind of need, like, a Margot there to be hurt, but it was also like, oh my God, this is overwhelming.
Yeah.
She, other than the very beginning, she was the source of so much of the dragged out drama. There's like enough going on that we don't need to have. It's another one of those, like, we didn't need to have this. I don't think that Margot was producing, though. No, I think Margot is just a shit stirrer naturally.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that as well. I think you're right with stirring the pot for sure, or trying to get people on her side, or just gaslighting and doing, you know, talking in circles. All of the things you're just like, what are we doing? You are old enough to not believe what you're saying. We're not understanding what's happening. So
yeah, she was definitely in her own echo chamber in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh. But I love that show. I hope it comes back for another season, because I will watch the shit out of it.
So good.
So good. Okay. We also need to talk about Boat Show.
Boat Show, Below Deck, Down, Under.
So fucking good.
Oh, I have so many feelings.
I watched it last night, and Matt and I were yelling at the screen. Yelling at the screen.
Yeah.
Yes. First of all, I want to talk about our girl going from one bed to the other, Miss Jenna.
Yeah.
I think, what do you think she did with Ben? I think they just had a smooch and a cuddle.
I think so. I think
it was just a smooch and a cuddle.
Yeah.
And then to go right back to Eddie,
smooch
uncomfortable.
And cuddle again. Yeah.
But I appreciate that she broke it off with Eddie.
Yes.
And then then Eddie goes, I think I'm talking about last week.
Sure.
But this week, Eddie is just...
Oh, I know, poor guy. He's so sensitive. Poor baby.
But I'm also a little bit pissed about it.
Okay.
I didn't love his reaction. Granted, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because for 2 reasons. 1, he was drunk, right?
Yeah.
He was very drunk.
Yeah.
And 2, he was getting wound up by Mike.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. And I fucking hate Mike. He is the worst. There is nothing about, as Matt says, his face is so punchable.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate, and he's one of those guys, Mike is one of those guys that this whole season has been sitting there and poking and stirring the pot and creating issues. He is making up issues, and then...
But he'll turn around to the camera and be like, I did that on purpose.
I know I did that on purpose.
Oh, totally doing that. I'm totally going to go after her, you know.
He winds up Eddie to the point that Eddie's like crying, but he's drunk. And so then he's like just like pining after her and trying to figure out where she is while she's off with Ben. And he's like, oh God. And then I just think that it's a little bit over the top. They weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. They went on a date. They had some smooching and some cuddling, but like, you were never an established relationship. You can go like, oh, that's weird. I don't like that she's moving this way. He's acting like they've had this massive breakup and he's been cheated on. And I just don't think that that's what it is. And he's got this very like, I'm a nice guy attitude about it. And it's like, you clearly aren't hearing what she's saying. Like, she's not breaking up with you because she's not into, because she really likes Ben more. Is that part of it? Yeah, but she would have been breaking up with you either way, because when you guys went on that date, she was like, oh, we are not, this isn't a vibe. Like, I'm not, like, he's cute. Physically, I'm attracted, but like, once we get a little bit farther in, more than passing each other in the hallways, this isn't something that's really going to work.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really listening to her. He doesn't really like her. He likes this idea that he created about her in his mind. And then he's also made this way more serious than it really is. And he's very sensitive, which I get that. But I think that turning her into an absolute villain was completely unnecessary. You could be like, oh, I don't like how she moved like that. That's shady. I'm done. And then be done with it. But don't be like a brokenhearted, sobbing baby.
I know, but some people are deeply, deeply sensitive, deeply wounded. They're right when they're hurt. It's very, it's affecting them, right? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that man was a Cancer or a Pisces. Like, seriously, I'm not joking, because he's just so sensitive. And I didn't take away the same thing you took away, like,
oh no,
get over it, dude. No, I felt bad for him. There are times when I've seen a reaction where I'm like, get over it, but I get a very sensitive vibe from him.
His birthday is April 26th.
So he's a Taurus. That's Steve's birthday. He's a Taurus.
I missed Steve's birthday.
You did, but that's okay.
Fuck! Oh my God! I was so busy thinking about Grandma's birthday. I totally forgot Steve. Oh no, it's okay. I forgot Steve's birthday.
I almost texted you on Darlene's birthday, but I didn't want to start something. Anyway.
I feel awful. We can edit this. Oh my God! Don't tell Steve. I'm going to send Steve a present. I feel so bad.
Stop.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know that he called me. I called him drunk on my birthday, I think.
Totally.
Oh, shit. Okay. So anyway.
Well, I just, you know.
So Eddie's a Taurus.
Eddie's a Taurus now, everybody. But, I just got that he was sensitive. I mean, he keeps saying, you know, the last girlfriend I had did whatever to me. And that's still a wound that he's carrying around. So, anyway.
I think you can have that wound. I think you can have that wound and not succumb to Mike getting you. I just think that he's...
Okay.
I'm just...
I get it.
Feeling very anti-man about that whole situation.
All right. Okay.
I think I just identify with Jenna making bad mistakes and being like, it's fine for her to do that. Jenna did nothing wrong ever. Wow. And I was irritated at that. It's a lot of like men behaving badly in this episode.
Yeah.
And then there was, we got to talk about Mike.
Yeah.
Fucking Mike.
Well, spoiler alert. We're going to tell you things if you haven't watched it. Skip through if you don't want to hear. But
he does the HOD thing. There's the get together that you had told me about last time for the head of departments. He had made a joke, and I get that it's a joke. Yeah. That he was head of department because he's the only deck stew. Yeah. But then what he was doing is giving himself seniority as his and
over
then he
Jenna,
was over Jenna, who's second stew, right? Which on the boats we know that this is important. Yeah. If someone says that it's not important to them, 2 episodes later you're going to watch them flip out about someone not respecting where they are. Yeah. And I just find him. I found him so irritating. Why does he want to rip these women apart? Yeah. And then he's cock blocking Ben, who's also his guy. Right. And Ben is also a misogynist. Mm-hmm. And he's pissed at his friend, but also accepts it because that's what you do. And you're like, no, that's a dick move. Why are you still cool with him? And so he's riling everyone up after they've just had you need to fucking stop. Yeah. He does it at dinner. He does it at the bar. He does it when they get back on the boat. Mm-hmm. And then he does it again the next morning. Mm-hmm. What was it that he said? He went up to Alicia and was like, you would be a better second stew than Jenna. Right, because Jenna saying something to Alicia that Jenna said that I don't know that was real. Was it real? I don't think it was real. No. Jenna never said anything, but he's lying to Alicia to get Alicia and Jenna fighting. Also, Ellie did the same thing. He's thinking it's funny. Yeah. And and then the second that it happens, Jenna's like, I'm fucking done. Yeah. And she goes to Daisy and is like, Daisy, who's head of department, I can't fucking work with him anymore. This is awful. And Daisy's like, Mike, I just told you not to do this. Yep. You know what? You can work until 9 tonight. And he goes, I think he said something really shitty. We'll see about that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ooh. Can you believe and she's like, get off the fucking boat. Yep. And then I don't know if it was in his interview or when he was talking to somebody, all the guys are like, oh, what a bummer. That sucks. No, he did this to himself. He was being an asshole. He will admit that he was being an asshole. And he's like, but that's just who I am. You can't change who I am. Okay. This is something that just one of those little points that it makes me so angry because it's like, we're not asking you to change who you are. Nope. You can be funny. You can be an entertainer. You can be kind of the loud, gregarious person. You can do it without purposely winding everyone up and making people upset. Yeah. You're not funny if your jokes are upsetting people. Yeah. If you're actively trying to upset people, then you're not the funny guy in the room. You're a dickhead. Yeah. Yep. And this isn't... So whenever anyone says that, and you're like, I take it very personally when someone, maybe in my family, might have said oh, you need to just have a sense of humor about it. You can't take a joke. It's like, no, you said that because you knew that it would be hurtful to me. There's a difference. Yes. You're not trying to be funny. And if it's funny to someone else, I'm the punchline of the joke. I'm supposed to be your family or your workmate. I shouldn't be projecting, but I'm going to. You shouldn't want me to be upset. Yeah. And you shouldn't ask that labor of me to process this and not be affected by it. Yeah. Fuck off. It's such a shitty thing. So Daisy kicks him off the boat. She goes to tell Jason. Joao's like, that sucks, but yeah, okay. And Mikey's done and escorted off the boat. Yep. And I was thrilled. Mm-hmm. So happy to see him go. Yeah. Were you as triggered by Mike as I was? I don't think anyone was. I wasn't as triggered, but I didn't like it. No, I definitely think it would have caused huge problems if they would have kept him. It would have been bad. But
I was fine that he was fired.
Yeah. Well, even as he's like fired and leaving, and I feel like Alicia came up and went, you know what? I like you as a person. Like which was not true, but kind. Like she was trying to like leave it kind. On like a good note without being, because she was like, I didn't get you fired. You got yourself fired. I didn't do it. Jenna's the one that's freaking out. He was still being an asshole to her. Oh, and she was like, let's just, never mind. Bye. See ya. Ugh.
Yeah.
But then we've got the female version of him right now, Ellie.
Oh, boy, howdy. Wow. She is, wow. I didn't watch her on, was she on Mediterranean? I didn't watch that. So this is my first experience with her. And I keep trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Keep trying to be like, okay, well, maybe she meant this, or maybe this is what's happening. Ugh. No. No. She is a big pot stirrer, and she can't leave anything alone. And I don't understand how a grown-ass adult acts like that. I don't, just move on, lady. Move on.
Going to Alicia and saying that Jenna and Daisy are bitching about you was the most, she should be embarrassed. Mm-hmm. I think Alicia has some more developing to do. She's also very young, right?
Yes.
But she's kind of a spoiled little baby on that boat, yes. Right? And but at least she's willing to like do the work.
Yes.
But I also really appreciated about her that like they had their team meeting, like, hey, Mike's not here, so we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna get a stew. We're gonna do this. Blah blah blah. Yeah. When Daisy saw that the vibe was off, and she immediately checked in, and she was like, "Okay, what's going on? Are you feeling depressed? Like, where are you at? What's going on?" And she's like, "Well, I heard that you said XYZ, and that really bothers me." I think that was good.
Yeah.
I think because when you sit there and let that fester when you're working 18, 20-hour days, I think that you need to have those conversations. So she's like, I don't think she wanted to, but then I think she did, and I think that nipped it in the bud. I don't think that Daisy meant to do that.
Right.
Because Daisy did, she and Jenna did bitch a little bit.
Do that. Yep.
But that was in a private conversation, and I'm sorry, you're allowed to do that. Mm-hmm. She's allowed to do that. And I also don't think that, and it was Jenna bitching to Daisy.
Yes. Right.
And Daisy supporting Jenna, but Daisy's also really supported Alicia.
Oh, sure.
Daisy supported everybody. Like, so everyone needs
Ellie
to
has
chill
nothing
out.
To do with any of that. Just so you know.
No, she's not in any of it. Yeah. So this Ben creating this division with Ellie, and then Ellie being pissed off about the Joao thing, and then turning Jenna. She's like, oh, look, she's going after everyone's man. And you're like, ooh. And then Ben gets all wound up about it.
Yeah.
And then again, Joao was like, I see something happening. What's going on? Did you think that wasn't what that was? One, we wanted you up there, and our conversation was about you. It's totally fine. Thank God Joao said that.
Right.
But also, Ben, why do you think you have a right to get yourself... He was wasted again, but he got way too wound up about this.
Yeah.
This is a girl that you've kissed and cuddled. You're not dating.
Yeah. Yikes. I know.
Chill the fuck out.
Yeah. Yep.
This ownership over these girls that...
I know.
Or men, Ellie thinks she has over Joao, is a little over the top.
It's just weird that people can see someone in a hot tub and make that giant leap, or see two people walk off on the beach and make that giant leap. And you're like, as a viewer, I didn't pick up on any of that. Right.
No.
And we have the backstory, that they kind of don't when they're filming that show. And yeah, Ellie, girl.
No, Ellie.
No.
I really thought that she was coming back. Her attitude in the very beginning, where she's like, I'm going to do what I can do. We'll see. And then it was like, oh, she's super organized. She's working really well in the kitchen. And then now she's being awful. now she's being awful.
Yep.
And I don't think and it always just escalates.
Yep.
Because she's not going to look at what she's doing and go, oh, I need to chill out.
Yeah.
She's gonna Margot and double down.
Oh, 100%. And Daisy, God lover, did not have to go to Ellie and say, I slept in Joao's bedroom last night. Doesn't owe Ellie anything. Doesn't have to tell her anything, but did.
Well, they've had a few conversations. Ellie's had conversations with Daisy about how much she likes Joao and what she's doing. And so I think Ellie, again, you were right. She doesn't owe her that, but I think Ellie's being a good person. I don't think they're friends, but I think Ellie's being a good person to say, like, hey, this is going to happen. I don't want you to be taken by surprise by it. This is going on. Yeah. And Ellie goes, I'm going to kill you.
Right. And it just sends her the opposite of what Daisy was trying to do. Daisy was trying to give her the information, let her swim in it, deal with it, and then, move on, instead of her finding out nefariously weird, right, backhanded, somebody's gossiping.
Yeah. There's no way that Ellie's going to get that information, Ellie. There's no way Ellie's going to get that information that's going to make it that she's not going to spin out. No, there's no version. Yeah. Joao couldn't have said it. Yeah. Captain Jason couldn't have told her. Like, no one's going to say it to her in a way that she goes, all right, I get it. Ugh. On to the next one. Like, she's never going to do that.
No, that's true. That's so true.
She's walking around calling them trash. Trash cans, trash bags. And it was like,
stop, girl.
Just because he didn't want to, marry you? I know. And you were right. The group was rough. The charter guests.
Oh my gosh, with the mother and the food and
Okay, let's talk about the cookies really quick.
And the cookies, Holy crap.
I think Daisy saying, like, hey, they're talking about how they want cookies. Mm-hmm. I get, like, Ben's just not hearing. I don't think Daisy presented that in a, like, you have to make cookies now. No. I think she's like, you fucked up. Here's a way to win them back. Yeah. But I guess she didn't word it exactly perfectly for him to hear. That is constructive.
Give me a break.
And you know what it did? It really helped that he did that. Right. It really, and do you know how easy cookies are? Yeah. Cookies are fucking easy. Yeah. Ben knows how to make cookies.
And peanut butter cookies at that are literally like 3 ingredients.
So
most
simple.
of the time, right?
Oh.
But
I don't know. So I really deeply love Daisy. Mm-hmm. And I'm conflicted about literally everyone else, which is, I guess, what you want on the show. Yeah. Yeah. I guess, you know what? That's kind of how I feel. Segue. That's kind of how I feel about Rhode Island right now.
So many thoughts. Oh my gosh.
So many thoughts. Okay.
Rhode Island.
All right. Do you want to start with the Kelsey breakup?
Oh, sure.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh.
Did you know that was going to happen?
Maybe I did.
I
thought I read it somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh. I thought I read it somewhere. But people on social media are losing their mind because they're doing this weird leap again, saying, she was on the show however many episodes in. We never get to see the guy. We don't even know his name. And now they're breaking up. Like everybody thought it was like a plant kind of a deal. And it wasn't real. Like she had already broken up with him, kind of a thing.
I hadn't heard that, but okay. like a Camille Grammer, Kelsey Grammer thing, where it's like, I'm going to set you up.
Yes. That's what.
Okay. I don't know
if that's real, but people are making that leap. So, which is too much for me. I mean, it's a TV show that I enjoy. I don't do that. My brain doesn't go.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway.
I mean, maybe, sure. But I also don't hate the idea of it.
Sure.
I did hear that he is still paying for her apartment though, right?
Yeah.
And her health insurance. And then maybe her car. And maybe her Botox. I don't know.
And the list is going. You're still going.
Is that I would love someone to like me that much.
Wow. Yeah.
That I
get it. Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Oh my God.
Oh, right.
And she's not even, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Go for it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But at least she does have something to fall back on, right? She either has a hair license or just got it or is getting it or something. Like she has a trade or something she's doing. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
About her. So
I think she'll do something and she's going to end up marrying the blonde guy probably. Right?
Yeah.
Like her family loves him and he's already integrated in this social circles. So easy peasy done.
Yeah.
So cool. I am so confused by the Kelsey Rosie, how much they hate each other.
Yeah.
It's excessive to me.
I haven't picked a side because call me crazy, but I like both of them.
Same.
I like both of them. And so I appreciate people like Kelsey that, right, we're listening outside the door. They're talking shit about me. And then we burst in the room and be like, what are we talking about? Like, hey. I love stuff like that. I'm all about, that's a housewife move, right? This is what we do on this show. But I don't get it. Are they just the same person that's why they hate each other? I don't know.
I just wish if Kelsey's going to decide that she just doesn't like Rosie.
Sure.
Because I think Rosie would be friends with Kelsey.
Yeah.
If Kelsey would let her.
Yeah.
But I think Kelsey's already decided you're just not my cup of tea. 100% fine. Sure. I don't think everyone needs to be friends.
I agree.
Don't constantly call her out. Like, that's the part that's, I find. So, we're skipping all over the place. But, like, they're already at the Newport mansions. Mm-hmm. God, that place was incredible.
Holy smokes.
So crazy.
Wow.
So, they're basically in a castle. And they had already had their tea and their dinner, which we have to talk about as well. But when they're in their pajamas... And she goes in to, like, call her out. And she had already made the comment at the dinner table about how, like, oh, I really appreciate how you're finally being honest.
Yeah.
And it was like,
what?
People jumped on Rosie for being like, when are you saying that I'm lying? And they're like, no, she's giving you a compliment. Just take the compliment. That wasn't a compliment. I really appreciate that you're finally being honest. I really like seeing this side of you.
Even I know that's not a compliment.
Why are we backing up Kelsey? Kelsey's clearly just said something shitty. I don't know why we're...
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know why anyone was backing her up on that.
Yeah.
Or pretending like that's what it was. But...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk. Do you want to do dinner or the doll?
We got to do the doll
lunch.
First.
The doll lunch.
The doll lunch. One... They said, was it Joellen that said that she looked like a stripper? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, that's what I was going for.
Oh my God. But them giving Alicia so much shit about having these dolls, and Alicia's like, no, I love this.
Billions of years.
Wonderful. That's so genuine. Her response is just so wonderful. And she didn't take it sideways and just doubled down and was like, what do you mean? How do you not love this? Amazing.
So, I used to collect porcelain dolls. I used to have like over 40 porcelain dolls in my room. But then I turned 15.
Right.
Granted, I'm saying this. Hold on.
Don't do it. Okay.
For those of you that are watching the YouTube version,
she's
or
if the camera.
Keeley puts it into a short.
Oh God.
This is my husband's side of the room, which is, and then also
dolls.
Everything over my desk.
Action figures, collectibles.
Action figures and they're not dolls.
They're not
dolls. Action figures and collectibles. They're figures.
Excuse you.
I once said to Matt was like, oh, this was like I think it was before the boys were born. Or maybe it was right after the boys were born, but something was coming out. And he was like, oh, look at these new figures coming out from such and such or whatever. And I went, oh, what are you going to do? Put it on a shelf? And that was maybe the meanest thing I ever said to Matt. And he like stopped buying things for a little bit. And I was like, if you want it, if it makes you happy, get it. I don't care. Like I do things that make me happy. You can do that if it makes you happy. Yep. And he's a creative guy, and he needs to be inspired by the stuff around him, whatever. But yeah, that's not the doll thing. I love that Alicia, you're right, she's not phased. And there's no critique of it that she will hear and absorb. Yeah. She's like, no, look. And then she's like, they don't get it. I know. And she's not bothered. The
best. Wonderful. It was so wonderful. I can't say enough about it.
What do you think about the Alicia being engaged and the prenup that he offered that left her, that if they got divorced, she would have nothing?
I'm so sad for her. And it hurts my heart. I think she's a good person. I think she's genuine. She's loving and caring, and she cares about her friends. She cares about her kids, and she wants to do the right thing. And to make on purpose with the intent a woman destitute and not give her anything. The woman has bore your children. Like, what are you doing? I want the best for her, and I want her to wake up, and I want her to be like, I'm out. I'm so sad for her.
There's part of me that wants to give him the benefit of the doubt, where someone needs to be there and go like, oh, no, you guys are partners. You guys have a partnership here. You couldn't have built all this if it wasn't for her. Like, this is a woman that you love. You want to take care of her. And, like, I'm not saying you have to become destitute in taking care of her, but, like, she doesn't even have access to money right now without
begging
asking
for it.
Him.
Yes.
And
terrible. So
I wonder,
terrible.
like, is she having that conversation with him? Like, when is that being discussed? It stresses me out for her.
Oh, me too. Me too. She is a prime client for Amanda Francis. She needs to take Amanda Francis's courses. I want her to be more frontal lobe and realize what's happening. Because maybe if it were her, right, we don't have a child to take care of. Okay, just you go do you, but you
go be a Kelsey.
Right, you have
Kelsey's like, I don't want my name on the house.
And a child they have a daughter. Like, this is why I left my husband. I did not want my daughter watching my husband treat me, talk to me, abuse me the way that he was in front of her, and think my daughter go, yep, that's normal. Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. Yes, I have no worth to anybody. No, she has a child that I want Alicia to have that thought of, I can't have my kid watch this and think it's okay and think it's normal, because it's not.
No. And I think that there's part of it that I think you can argue they're very big into being like the traditional family structure, where like he is the provider, she takes care of the home.
We have gender roles, and that's fine.
Right. Yeah. But again, the biggest part of that is like, you're in a partnership though. Yeah. So everything that he's built, you've built together. Yeah. And just because she does, you need to include her on this. Yeah. And Amanda Francis would say, like, she needs to have her name on stuff. She needs to know what's going on. She needs to have access to these things. Yeah. Just the fact that she's kind of the embodiment of what's the opposite of empowered.
Right. Exactly. I don't know. Right.
And I just like her because I think she has the kindest heart. Even when she like went after Rosie a couple episodes ago. And then within 5 minutes, they were like, flip-flop her because she's like, it's fine. I love you.
Yeah. Yes.
I know you would never mean that, because I think she thinks that's the other part, is that it's so crazy to her that someone would have ill intentions.
Yeah. Right.
And I think her like being heartbroken and not understanding is part of the reason that I'm like, there's got to be something I'm missing about this guy, because I don't think she thinks he has ill intentions. She's like, why isn't he wanting to include me?
Right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, maybe he probably does. He just doesn't know. He probably just doesn't understand. And that's not true. Mm-mm. He got a lawyer to draw up that paperwork.
Yeah, no, he knows. He knows what he's doing. I agree.
Speaking of terrible men, Rula was not there for the tea party.
Yeah.
And Joellen's talking shit about it.
Yeah.
I know that I hate talking about the internet when we talk about Reality Housewives, but I've seen a couple of videos.
Yeah.
And one of them was talking about how this could be like a Camille, like she's planning her escape with this show / maybe like the Bronwyn thing where she's setting up like herself and establishing herself and like kind of like getting the storyline out there so that when she leaves, she doesn't look as bad, kind of thing. But she's not. She's staying with him.
Yeah.
And so it was like, is she in this like relationship where it's like she can't leave? But then it's like maybe she can't leave because there's something else going on. Someone had pointed out like, you know, he's got tracking devices on her car.
Yeah.
There was like a protection order put in. And she is an established businesswoman. Mm-hmm. She isn't one of these women that has to struggle with leaving because she can't afford to.
Right.
She could go have her own house and take care of everything by herself if she wanted.
Yep.
So what is it that he's got? Somebody said that basically they think that he's like, she's being blackmailed. For some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. That's like too heavy into the speculation for me, honestly. But like she knows. Like I think like what is going on? It's so confusing to me. And basically at the tea party, they all just basically go, she knows that Brian's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So stop talking about it. We all just have to let it go. Yeah. And I don't think that that's like a terrible stance, right? Because maybe she is in some sort of danger that she can't just leave. Because it sounds like, you know, she had a protective order, like there was something bad.
Yeah.
Or maybe there is something else going on behind the scenes that like, maybe there is blackmail or something happening. There's something going on that we don't know. That's why it's so confusing that she's still with him. Yeah.
I mean, it could be something nefarious and scary going on. I mean, right, he's tracking her and he was arrested for it and they're going to talk about it on the show and, you know, all those things. But also, it could also be as simple as she loves this man. Mm-hmm. She loves this man. And she thinks that love is enough if she just shows him how much she loves him and they change their relationship, that he will stop doing what he's doing and appreciate her and fall in love with her and stay with her and find out this is enough. Because that's exactly what my story was. I didn't leave for 7 years because I loved my husband. I knew he didn't love me because he was running around cheating on me. And I had a teeny tiny baby and I thought, I love him. This is enough. I will do whatever he wants. I will show him how much I love him. He will stop doing what he's doing and he'll be like, yes, we're going to be a happy family. I do love you. This is enough. And it wasn't. It wasn't enough. It could be something as simple as that she just truly loves this man and is waiting for him to realize that. That's, you know, that happens. I don't fault her for staying. I don't like it, right? People don't like it. It doesn't make sense. He's completely using her. He's not being kind to her, right? All of the things, but she may just genuinely still be in love with him and think that's enough.
I think it doesn't, at this point, she has her reasons, and I think everybody has to respect it.
Sure. Right.
Like, everyone goes, listen, I'm here if you need anything, but if you're going to stay, then you're going to stay, and I'll respect that too.
Right.
And I think that's what was the conversation at the tea party.
Yeah.
And I think you and I have both been in Joellen's shoes where we're like, but don't call me a liar.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to be in this anyway.
Yes.
And now you're the fuck? Like,
yes. Right.
No. Like,
right.
So I 100% get Joellen's emotional side of it, but I think the correct answer is everyone walk away.
Yep.
Everyone let that happen as it's going to happen.
Yes.
He's also like, I feel like you look at him and you go, he looks like a bad guy.
Yeah, he's in the mob or something is happening. Yeah. Something's
he's a doctor, but like his face says I have very little personality, but what I do have is scary.
Yeah. Very true.
Oh, I just hate him.
Mm-hmm.
The Masquerade. Did you like The Masquerade?
I did so much. I loved it so much. I thought Liz did a perfect job picking all the
great
masks for each person.
It was the right amount of shit stirring. Yeah. And here's the thing. These are, I think, the only housewives you could have that.
Oh, yes.
That kind of thing with. Yeah. If somebody, I can 100% see Heather Gay trying to do this and it turning into a fucking bloodbath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whereas Liz is like, you never talk. I don't know anything about you. You put on a big show. I don't know what this is about. I see a dark side and a light side. Do you explain yourself?
Yeah. Wonderful.
She gave everybody a read, but also was like, look, you're going to look real cute. And then you're going to have the floor that you can talk about it.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I really love Joellen. I think Joellen is my favorite.
Okay.
Is Joellen my favorite? Or is Liz my favorite? I think Joellen's my favorite. I don't know. But I liked Joellen kind of talking about her mom.
Mm-hmm. Oh and my God, yeah.
Holy, that just break your heart.
Yep.
There was some heavy stuff that got into.
Heavy stuff, yeah.
And there was also some stuff. Alicia crying. One, her mask that was like covered her whole face and she couldn't talk or eat.
Ashley crying that she doesn't have anything to cry about.
Ashley.
Unbelievable. I can't. It was.
She's like, someone's gonna die eventually. Who knows who?
It's so Ashley to do that. That's why I kept sending you all those clips because it's so her to do all of that stuff. It just killed me. It was so great. It was so great.
There is something to be said. Like these women, I hope she was one of the first people to speak because, who knows how it's edited. In my mind, I'm like, please let her have opened up first because one, her face was covered, and two,
God. So great.
Everyone else like being so open and so vulnerable and really being like, here is a trauma. I just had this moment where it flashed me back to like when I was like 19 and I had gone on a date with this guy, and as we were talking, like it suddenly clicked to me, and I was like, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? Right? And most people that I know could tell you something pretty awful.
Yeah.
Like some people are going to be like, my parents got divorced. And I'm like, fuck off. Right.
Yeah.
But even at least that is something, right? Because being a child of divorce can be hard. But also it's like, oh, my mom gave me up for adoption, right? Like that would be mine. But I was like, I turned to him and I was like, I realized that I was like, there's something missing in him. And I was like, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? And he got so serious. And he was like, okay. He's like, I don't talk about it a lot, but it was like my junior year in high school, and we were skiing in Vail, and I broke my leg, and I wasn't able to play basketball my senior year. And I was like, check, please. Yeah, I need to leave. I need to get, like, and I love Ashley. She's so great. Because I think she has a really good heart. But, like, I was like, come on.
Honey.
Oh, sweet baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. Okay. And I think everyone at the table had that.
Yeah.
Everyone at the table had that.
But they did not unleash on her like, Salt Lake would have or Beverly Hills would have for saying that. They all just kind of looked at the camera and looked at each other and went, okay, and Liz, you're next. Just, they didn't make fun of her that we saw anyway, right? Berate her, make her feel even worse, right?
Everyone made little comments after and they're like, just cry. But that's kind of like their humor also.
Yeah.
I really I just enjoy these women.
Yeah.
And I love how they all were very open and vulnerable. Yeah. And I think Ashley was open and vulnerable. I think she just doesn't have anything in there.
Ashley.
Oh,
sweet Jesus.
Oh, Ashley. But yeah, and then they had the kind of fight in the rooms after.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
To which I'm not on Kelsey's side for that. I really like Kelsey, but I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Just leave her alone. If you don't like her, why are you getting... Just don't.
Yeah.
I think she just wanted something... I think she wanted to feel something outside of her breakup for a minute.
No, I think she was projecting for sure. I mean, to make Rosie say, I was pooping. I had to wear a diaper because I was pooping. Is that what you want me to say? Because I was pooping.
She's left my job. That's more embarrassing.
Right, because I was pooping. Like, and I'm just like, oh God. Oh my God. Just so funny. We don't know. I
think last episode I said scoliosis. It was colitis.
Colitis, yeah. But
just in case anyone's keeping track.
So amazing.
That makes me love Rosie.
I know. I like them both, so I don't know.
I know. I like them both. I'm not even that mad at Kelsey. I want, if Kelsey's going to be this kind of like cold, cool thing, go do it. Go be cold and cool. Like, don't get messy.
Yeah.
You're not the same vibe as Rosie. Then don't accidentally get wishy-washy in there. So.
No, totally.
Ooh. So good.
Oh, so God.
Good. All right. And then they had like a mid-season trailer too.
Uh-huh.
And I remember there being stuff that I liked and stuff that I was stressed about, and I can't place it all of a sudden.
I can't remember either. What
it looked good and it looked exciting. Oh, it's Joellen and I think Liz going after each other.
Oh, right. That's right.
And it's
for something. Yeah.
And then I think it's Rula saying that something about Liz's true colors. Mm-hmm. Liz, when she gets mad, she burns it all down.
Oh, God, yeah. Woof. Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm kind of excited because I think everyone forgives Liz when she has her burn it all down. When
That's true.
Like the Phoenix rises again.
Mm-hmm.
Sober. So we'll see how that goes. It's so good. It's so good. And again, none of the other franchises could have that dinner. That mask reveal dinner. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to talk
high points or low points of the Valley? Lala, I want to drop kick her through the goalpost of life. Like when she dead ass walked up to Jasmine and was like, what did she say? Oh, you're not thinking for yourself. Dead ass looks at Jasmine and says, you're not thinking for yourself. I was like, what? Lala, what are you doing? The actual fuck are you doing? I was unimpressed.
Just
That is a producer moment. Like, she's trying to
and
produce.
she is. She's there to do that, right?
Yeah.
Because she really doesn't have any... She doesn't have a big friendship with Jasmine. So it's weird that she was even having that conversation. Yeah. I think they were putting Lala in as like, here's an established character from the Valley... Not the Valley, from Vanderpump Rules Forever. So look, and we need to have more interaction with Jasmine. So we have that dinner that they didn't even air. Right. And it's like, they're like, you need to help us. And it's like, Lala is not interwoven enough. Even though we've seen Lala for how many years, it's still not enough. The same with Tom Schwartz. Tom Schwartz isn't a pillar enough to elevate anybody else.
Yeah. Right. Right. I want the old Kristen to unleash on Lala, even when Jasmine went and told Kristen, this is what Lala fucking said. And Kristen's like, do you have your own mind? Do you make your own thoughts? Do you like, and I was just like, I really want Kristen to just go nuclear on Lala, but I don't think she will.
No, I don't think I think Kristen she's got enough other fires to put out that she's not going to go deal with that. I'm just done with Janet and poor me, Lord. Janet. I appreciate Brittany being like, I don't want everything centered around like, why haven't I fixed this, and this? Like, I need you guys to, and that's where she should have been from the beginning, but she's too much of a people pleaser. Here's the thing. I think I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Do you know what you do when you're a people pleaser? You go to therapy and you start peeling back why you do it. And then you stop doing those things. And then you stop doing those things and you start saying no. And then you get really resentful that you had to say no, which is maybe where she's at right now. Am I projecting? But anyway, she just needs to like, I like that she stood up and was like, I can't be in charge of all of this. I can't carry this. I can't pick a side every time. You demanding I pick a side every time is exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know I want to be friends with both of you.
Yeah.
The boundary really should be and needs to be said, you two are in a fight. I cannot be a mediator of it. Mm-hmm. I can't be a judge and jury of it.
Yep.
Do not talk to me about them.
Right.
I'm going to have them in my life as well. If you don't want to be present, then that's your choice. But this is where we're at. Yep. And then let them duke it out. Mm-hmm. Ideally not in front of children, Kristen, as much as I love Kristen.
Right.
I don't think Kristen was flipping out the way everyone's pretending that she did.
No, I don't think so either. But right. But Zach and Janet's conversation was pretty good. I liked everybody listening to it. But again, Zach is letting Janet get away with stupid shit, right? When anyway, it was good.
You want to talk about people we do like? Shockingly,
that has a doomsday bunker.
I fucking love Lacey. I love Lacey. And oh my god, we should actually say her name. Let's see if I can even pull it up. There's an Instagram creator that you and I both love.
Yeah.
And you sent it to me, or I sent it to you. Yeah. There she is, sharing things, but that's Sharon. Is that her name?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love everything she says. I agree with everything she says. I think she's great. And she was like, does she have the tism? And Lacey responded back and was like, I'm so seen. I've been, ADHD right here. I was diagnosed last year. I feel so good about it. Thank you for letting me be seen.
Amazing.
And it's like, oh, amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
100%. One, it 100% makes sense. Two, I just love her. And I saw all of that after I saw the episode where I felt more in love with her.
Yeah.
When Jesse goes out to lunch with her, with his daughter, and he's like, Isabella, sing the song. Isabella, sing the song. And she goes, actually, I don't want her to do anything that she doesn't feel like doing because she's not in the circus. That has also been my parenting style, which is the opposite of how I was raised with my mother.
Right.
And
which is you're forced to kiss people and you're forced to sit on people's laps.
Forced to hug.
Yep.
Tell them XYZ. Do the thing. Go grab your thing and show them.
Yep. Yuck.
Which I've had to completely unlearn as a parent.
Yep.
And I'm not even perfect at it yet. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not. I'm really, really trying. But it was such a beautiful moment because also there's so much pushback when you parent that way.
Yes.
There's so many people that do not like that. Mm-hmm. And when you reinforce like your boundaries that you're protecting your children with, and it's like, no, he doesn't. You can say, do you want to say hi? Do you want to give a high five?
Yep.
No? All right. Anyway,
right.
I live in Florida. Do you know how many old people are in Florida?
Ugh, I know.
Speaking of autism, my son has autism. Not interested in a free piece of candy. You know, when you go to anything and like, there's like, oh, I got a little
or touching
sticker
anyone. When you came, he got out of the car and gave me the biggest, longest,
he loves a hug,
lovingly hug that I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I was not even expecting him to make eye contact with me, which was wonderful. But
he is
full on in it.
I mean, Lacey is such a great example of like the wide spectrum. If you watch Love on the Spectrum, you also get to see more of that. But like it's such a broad spectrum and it affects everyone in different ways.
Yes.
And so there's also that part of Henry that like, you know, when somebody offers your kid something because they're cute and they're like, here, I've got a candy. And Henry goes, oh, no, thank you. And he'll go, no, thanks, and walk away. And people are so fucking offended by that. But stupid. On the other side of it, Henry, if he knows you and he's comfortable with you. Yeah, I think you walked in your house because we got there before you and we broke in. He was like, oh, hi. And he loves to give a hug. Mm-hmm. If you come over to our house and he knows you, he's so excited to see you. He's great about the eye contact. He's very good at going, is something going on? Yeah. His little superpower is that he can sense if there's something off and he'll check in. He's like, hey, are you doing okay? Like he's very tuned in like that. And I think Lacey is very similar in that sense. But yeah, I love Lacey. I understand her so much now. Like last year this is kind of like what was, I think, going to happen to Micah on Ladies of London. Yeah. She had gotten this villain edit before we had really gotten to know her. Yeah. I think her only flaw is that she's giving Jesse the time of day. Yeah. Is he a project? What is happening there?
Right.
I don't know.
No, for sure.
She doesn't even really seem to like him.
She has a doomsday bunker because of TikTok. All her feed was preppers and doomsday things. And she was like, well, now I have to go do that. That is literally all of us.
Didn't she say like doomsday light?
Right. We get these feeds and we're like, oh my God, what's happening? Whatever.
Did you ever get on that algorithm?
I did a little bit. And then I've been redo it.
I'm adjacent.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like that pipeline. It's the, you know, the parenting where you're like, oh, I want to make my own baby food.
Oh, sure.
Right. And then it turns into like, oh, don't do these things. Like you don't want to have these toxic things in your house. And then it turns into like, hey, are you making your own stuff or, we're trying to cut out chemicals. And it's like, oh, this is how you can make your own soap. Yeah. And you know, if you're doing that, you're saving water, right? And like, just in case the power goes out and like, are you homeschooling your kids? Yeah. And did you know that the government's trying to kill you? And also there are aliens and like, you just kind of like keep going. And it's like, what kind of, and I fall down these rabbit holes. Yep. And then I'm like, Matt, why don't we own all of these guns in case? And Matt's like, you're done with your phone again. You're going to take a break. You're going to take a break. Because,
oh my God.
Here's another reason. Yep. I know that we're not talking about this, but I'm going to go on a tangent. Here's another reason. So Dad is also like this. My dad is retired. But I get in these cycles where I'm like, I have this idea, I'm going to do it. And sometimes I can do it. And then other times I start the planning part of it because I've gotten better that at least I start planning first before I just go start it. Yeah. And I think it was like a month ago, I was like, Dad, I'm going to put a pond in. I got a book from the library. Here's what it is. And Dad was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can help you with that. And I was like, great. And then Matt was like, can we not do that right now? Because we have other projects that we need to work on first. And I was like, but it's going to be 2 layers and we're going to do it at a cement block and then I'm going to plaster the sides. And Matt's like, but we need to pave the side yard first. I'm like, oh. He's like, and then we can bring in all the rocks. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then I was like, ugh. And then something happened and I saw chickens. This is part of the homesteading TikTok that I get drawn down. And I was like, oh, and Matt's like, we're not getting chickens. She's like, fine. And I was like, but then I saw another video and they were talking about how they have chickens and next to the chickens, they also have a tortoise enclosure. And I was like, do you know what would be amazing? Is in the atrium, if we got an atrium tortoise. And Matt goes, yeah, I'm much more comfortable getting an atrium tortoise than I am putting a pond in anytime soon. And I was like, Dad, here's a new thing for you to hyperfixate on. We're going to get an atrium tortoise. And I'm again in the planning stages, but we're going to have to cover the atrium with like screen material. We're going to have to hire someone to do that, but I don't think it'll be too crazy. But going to do that. Dad's already looking up tortoise kinds that are better than others. He found me a fountain on TikTok, but not TikTok, Facebook Marketplace next to me, but it already had sold by the time I got there, which was really sad. But like, I'm going through all the planning of that. So atrium tortoise, the point of this is maybe I'm a little autistic too. I'm definitely ADHD.
Oh my God, yes. 100% you are. Absolutely.
But I understand.
Yeah.
But I understand Lacey going down those.
Yeah.
And being like, yeah, I went through a phase. I had a doomsday phase. And you know what? You're all going to be glad that I have those pellets in the go bag.
Yep. Amazing.
See, I have to stop though. I have to take like a full cleanse break because then I hyperfixate and then I freak out about how I've got 2 months before everything's on fire.
Okay.
And that was 5 years ago that I was expecting that. And it hasn't happened yet. Everything's okay. So maybe I just need to chill. But anyway, Lacey is a queen and I love her.
Love. Double love.
Okay. What else from the Valley? I'm not.
Let's see.
I'm so bored of them.
I hear that.
When Jesse was encouraging Schwartz to date Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was fucking weird at the pool party.
Yeah, that was weird.
I thought the whole thing was weird. This is another situation where I'm like, why are these adults hanging out? They're getting paid to be on the show and that is why they're all hanging out. Yeah. But are there other people who are my age who have kids? Here's the other thing. I have friends that are my age that don't have kids and I know that they go to movie night with their friends that they do every couple of weeks. And I know that there are people that go and do trivia.
Yeah.
Are there other people that are putting that much effort into their friendships?
No. Not
with more than just like 1 or 2 friends, because these are like people who it's an extended friend group.
Well, especially the age group. They're in their 40s.
Yeah.
People in your 40s don't do that. You have 1 friend. You are lucky if you have 2. You're lucky if you have 1, but you're lucky if you have 2. Not 10 or 12, right?
100%.
No. The most real part of the show is Janet having her game night party and half of the cast not showing up. That's real. That's real life.
That is 100% real life.
And what their real life is, Luke is eating watermelon and Jasmine and Michelle are on their phones and and Zach was pouring a drink. Like nobody's doing anything. They just don't want to go. So,
yeah.
Right? So
100%.
That's a thing. In my mind anyway.
100%. I think that Jana did what she was supposed to do, which was invite everybody, but also I don't know. It's getting too far-fetched.
Yeah.
It's getting too far-fetched for me. So anyway, I literally don't think I have anything else to say about it because I got so irritated buy it. Like, it feels very contrived and set up and like.
Mm-hmm. And I can't listen to Luke talk about how he's not going to go fishing or having sex anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'm so mad. He's so gross.
The whole thing is they made this plan.
Yeah.
He and Kristen made a plan.
Yep.
She's going to get pregnant and have a baby.
Yep.
They're going to be here until the baby gets older. And then, and older as in like preschool, elementary school age.
Yeah.
And then we will go live next to family.
Yeah.
And so like, that's what you've said. I 100% believe that Kristen will do that. Mm-hmm. So him bitching about how he doesn't like it here, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry, you agreed to this. If you're unhappy in it, then fucking go, because this is what we said we were going to do.
Right.
And this is the plan. I can't go along this plan listening to this all the time.
How long did they try to have a baby? Like, he had that entire stretch of time, 1 or 2 years or whatever it was, trying to get pregnant, where you can have these conversations or these feelings or whatever you're doing and come to God with it and be like, okay, I'm not doing this right now. I'm not going to get to go as often. We're not going to wherever as often. I have a baby. Like, come to God about it and stop being an asshole.
%. I think that there is something important, and it's such a cliche on 2 levels. One, I'm going to say, you don't know until you experience it. And people say that to you, and you're like, it doesn't mean anything until you experience it. And then you go, oh yeah, you don't know. Because I thought I was 27. We planned for these kids. We made sure that we had established ourselves and our braids were done growing and we were married. And I still had no fucking clue how hard it was. I was like, I know it's going to change my whole life. I didn't realize how, to the depths of my soul, it was changing my life. Not just my day-to-day schedule. You know that it's going to change your day-to-day schedule. You know you're not going to sleep. You don't understand what not sleeping is.
Right.
You don't understand what tired is. And I know that people hate the childless population. I don't know what the word is. The people who choose not to have children.
Yeah.
I know that it's obnoxious to hear parents say, you don't know what tired is, but you fucking don't.
Yeah.
Unless you've been in like Guantanamo Bay for 4 years. Because unless you have a child with night terrors who walks around the house.
Yeah.
I hadn't, there was literally like a 5-year stretch where I did not get consistent sleep.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I yelled at Henry that this is a war crime.
Yeah.
Which is not great parenting, and I do regret that, but he was technically asleep.
But literally, even if your kid is not walking around having night terrors for the first 3 years of their life, they don't sleep normal.
No.
They don't sleep when you go to sleep. They don't sleep in the dark. Like, they're fucked up. Kids are for the first 3 years is a long time to not
They're growing,
sleep.
They're developing, they can't. They literally can't, which means you can't.
Right.
Even if you have a fantastic partner.
Yep.
Even if you have supportive grandparents. I had all of those things. We had all of the support built in. And unless you have a night nurse, like you're not getting it. And Luke watched his friends go through it. None of my friends had babies. Because we are the downfall of America. And basically, like, I didn't know that. Luke has seen all of this. He's watched his friends do it. He just watched, he had been friends with Jason. Like, he watched all of this. So it's bullshit that he's acting like shocked at how this is working out.
Or he's the first person to go through it.
Right.
What are you doing?
That, like, he thought he was still going to be able to go fishing all the time whenever he wanted. It was, I'm so done with Luke. Because here's the thing. There are times when he said, and this was last episode, but he had said, I am upset about the fact that I know that one day my daughter is going to watch the fight that I had.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, he gets it. Like, okay, we're finally good. And then he followed it up with, and it was really hard on me. And I was like, fuck you. No. He doesn't get it. Like, he is embarrassed that that's a fight but he doesn't see that he's still wrong. He doubles down on everything still to this day in the after show.
Yep.
I'm going to be pissed off at the reunion. I'm going to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope there are people that listen to this, and aren't watching the show and just getting like a little taste of it and not putting their time into it. We'll do this for you. Like, I'm doing this so you don't have to. Keeley's watching it so you don't have to. TikTok people are watching it so you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't. There's nothing there. There's no fucking substance.
No. I wrote down when Brandon, this new douchebag that has come in and doesn't know his place, comes in and tells Luke, when this dickbag looks at you and goes, hey man, she just had a baby, dude. She's just leave her alone. Give her a minute. She just had a baby. When that guy is telling you that advice, you done fucked up, bro. Like, there's something wrong
the
with you.
The mid-divorce 2 baby mamas guy
says
check
the
yourself,
right thing,
Luke.
Right? Going, give her a minute. She just had a baby. And what's Luke's response? Well, I hope this version of Kristen doesn't last. This version of, she's a mom now. It's over for you, dude. Like, this is the version that you get. She is forever changed because she is now a mother. It is different. Sorry, dude.
And ideally, you are also forever changed as a father. And instead you're digging your heels in and trying to revert.
What?
Embarrassing.
Yep.
Embarrassing.
Yep.
Oh, God, fuck Luke.
So that's that.
That's that.
And they're all going to go to San Diego, and we're going to have more drama.
Why?
I know.
Why are we going to San Diego?
I know.
Do you know who should go? All the single people should go to San Diego.
Sure.
The fact that they're renting this big house and Nia has a baby on the boob, but now she has to prioritize going to San Diego.
Yeah, I know.
Part of me is kind of like, Nia needs to do something else.
I know.
Nia needs to not be on the show. I think Nia is a good person with a good soul who is weirdly into her mega church, unfortunately.
Yeah. And
her husband kind of sucks, and she can't see it because she's going down, I think, the trad wife pipeline a little bit as well.
And I'm starting to see Danny as wanting to keep Nia pregnant all the time now for some reason.
Yes.
What? I don't understand that, but
he wants her tired so she's pliable. Mm-hmm. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, I agree. Totally agree.
Ugh.
Oi. Well.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. So I think it's weird. I don't know why anyone would be going. Like, the single people can go.
Yeah.
To San Diego. If you have a brand new baby, stay home. You don't need to travel to San Diego. That's like from LA, that's like hours and hours of driving.
I want to see Michelle and Lacey get along in the trip. I hope we see something like that. Because we all like Lacey. I like Michelle. Some of us like Michelle still. So
I like Michelle.
Yeah.
I'm still on Michelle's side as far as the Michelle and Jesse stuff.
Yeah.
I understand, like, I think that Jesse is the reason that everything went south between them. But I also think if Jesse had never done anything wrong and none of that had happened, I still think that Michelle has every right to go, I don't want to have a relationship with you. Yes. If Lacey had handled everything perfect and Jesse had handled everything perfect, I think Michelle still gets to go. I don't want to.
True.
I think that they're going to be cordial.
I hope so.
And I think that that's going to be fine. But I also think it's totally valid for Michelle to feel uncomfortable around Lacey.
Yeah. Right.
So there's that. Yeah. I think in maybe another context, they could have been friends.
I agree.
I think maybe what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right.
But a man fucked it up.
Of course. Of course. Oh, no.
so bad.
No.
Okay, you want to talk about some more difficult female friendships?
Right. Oh, so the reunion part 2 is what we're going to talk about. And they pick up still in Amanda's section where she's talking to Bose about...
What did she call it?
Business.
Hold on. Amanda... I can't find... Maybe... She's like, this is still my package.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda's like, listen, I came into this doing my homework. I know
Eyes over here. Eyes over here.
Dorit is not going to not be the center of attention in everyone's package.
Oh, Dorit is owning
she
this
is
entire
there
reunion.
To fight.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but it's not going to, like, at this point, I think she doesn't give a fuck and she wants to burn it all down.
Yep.
And that is her right. But I'm kind of like, Dorit, we get it.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Yeah. We have to talk about Amanda for a second. But Dorit can't. Dorit's locked in.
Yeah.
The Bose business versus Amanda's.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm off social media as of today, but I saw all the videos where people are breaking down Bose and what Bose's business is and how and the CMO thing, and like Andy had rolled his eyes about the CMO not being a long held position. Right. Yep. I work for a company and I think the CMO has worked there the entire time, and I think that they've been open for like 15 years. Maybe not, but around there. I've been there for 9, and she's been the CMO since before I got there. So I think that it depends on the company.
No, I think it depends on the company. I don't think she was necessarily lying about anything. I don't want to make that leap either. But
I think it's 100% like, I don't think Andy should have rolled his eyes. And I think also her role, the way that she worked, maybe was like a come in, here's your mission, and then move on to the next thing, because that's like, I think that's fine. I think both things exist.
Yeah, I agree.
And then also they were talking about how Sutton dug into Amanda, and then someone called her Fancy Drew.
It's amazing. Fancy.
And then she's like, when have I ever been like somebody who dug in? And Erica going, fuck?
This time. And then Sutton's like, somebody told me that. I didn't look it up. What? That's the same thing. You still brought it to people.
Also was like, we all were told to read the same article. And it was like, you mean the producers called and told you all to read this article so you guys could talk about it?
Oh, Fancy Drew.
It's all slipping.
Amazing.
Chat GPT?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we talk about AI for a second?
Okay.
I hate it. I hate it so much. It's dumb. Even if you're paying for it, and I'm using Claude, which is because I think we should not be using the Chat GPT because Sam Altman sucks or something. I don't totally understand all of this, but it's not 100%. So like the fact that these women are getting different reads, right?
Yeah.
What they looked up themselves and then someone else looked them up, and they both got different versions of that information. Because it's kind of making shit up as it goes. It's taking this information and then it's guessing. You have to double check. What is it called? I'm just an announcement, public announcement. You have to double check everything that it tells you.
Yeah.
If you're just like, I grabbed a recipe real quick and I was like, this doesn't seem right. Like the ratios seem weird. And I like really looked at it. Do not use AI for a recipe.
Oh my God.
You are going to get so much fucking baking soda in your cake. Don't do it. And it's the same thing with looking up information. You need to double check everything that it's telling you because it could be misinterpreting it. And like Amanda was like, well, it pulls from Reddit. And apparently Reddit doesn't like Amanda. Allegedly.
Well, and Andy's like, no, it pulls from everything.
It does pull from everything.
It pulls from everything.
that's like a whole thing that my company is dealing with right now is like, people are using AI. We need people to use AI to find us, right? They're not just using Google.
Yeah.
They're using the Google Gemini to find us.
Yeah.
And so we need AI to go, oh, you're looking for this kind of product. This is what you need to pull. This is who you should go to. And so we need to put ourselves all these different places so that AI goes, oh, them, I've seen them multiple places. They're great. It's all fucking bullshit. Yeah. And it's all going to be about people who can afford to get the AI algorithm, get the algorithm's attention, right? It doesn't mean that it's actually going to be the best thing or that it's the correct information. It's just wherever it got the most information and then how it interpreted it, which is also often very wrong.
Yeah.
So fuck AI. We are not going to use it as a source. And it's all new, so I'm not angry at these women for looking at it, because like it's all fucking new and it's all moving so fast. Yeah. But here's what I think. I think we all get go backs and we're all going to get land and move out. Lacey's going to be our new leader. We're all going to start growing our own food. And I'm finally going to get the chickens and I'm going to build a pond. But no, it's all fucking bullshit. And I'm so done. It's another thing where I'm like, I don't want the internet on my Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Don't want it on there.
No, I get it.
And then here was the thing that I did really want to talk about. Because we can't avoid the Kyle and the Dorit, even though we are in Amanda's package still. Yeah. Because Kyle yells out, like, we need to all just be supporting each other's businesses.
Oh, my Lord.
And that hit Dorit in the eyeball.
Yep. Oh, it punched her like, right in the crotch. Just full on fist.
And she's like, are you fucking serious? I don't think she said it.
Yeah.
She did curse a lot.
Yeah.
But she's like, you couldn't come to my... And she's like, it's the cover. It's the cover. And I will take a step back and say, if we remove all of the drama, I think Kyle had every right to not go to that thing. I 100%, I don't agree with Bose that she could have shown up for 30 minutes because these women have to spend 3 hours in hair and makeup to go anywhere. I don't think that Kyle needed to go. I think the message that she sent was totally appropriate.
But she can't have it both ways. She can't do that, and it's a double standard. That's my problem. I disagree with everything you just said. I think that if Kyle was actually her friend, she would have showed up. But this proves she's not her friend. She definitely could have showed up for 30 minutes, but she didn't, showing that she's her friend. But she didn't. She made a choice. Choices have consequences, Kyle. Sure. And you can't go around and have it both ways. This is what Kyle has been doing for 2 years now. Gaslighting everybody and just having a double standard over and over and over again. No, I totally disagree with you. She has shown up for everything else. They've all shown up for everything else. Dorit has walked in there for everything. Sure. And Amanda or Kyle and Erica and Sutton could not fail.
I think Sutton and Erica should have been there.
Fail.
I am more angry at Sutton and Erica for not being there than I am for Kyle, because I get the stress of the wedding part being in a couple days. But then the back and forth that they had, and I was curious about your feelings on this, and I think this all loops in, because then she was like, well, then you sent back, like, I totally get it, and it's fine, thank you. And I think that the message that Kyle sent was very genuine. And it addressed, like, hey, I know that we're not talking, like, that we haven't had a conversation, but I want to let you know this is why I'm not coming, and I do hope you do well. And then afterwards, Dorit's like, well, I was being polite. Because Kyle's like, so then you're saying you're full of shit when you sent that to me. And she's like, no, I was being polite. And I think, what was Dorit supposed to say? Did you want Dorit to freak out? I think that I'm mostly on Dorit's side. I find Dorit annoying. I don't think she's wrong, but I also think that, like, the fight is like, she's there to fight and she's there to win. She's not there for peace, right? And I think that after a point, it's like, then just say that you're not there for peace and that you're not going to move forward. You don't have to keep proving that point. Whereas Kyle is like, I'm here for peace, but then she's sitting there stabbing. Mm-hmm. So that sucks. I think they both kind of suck. In the end, is Dorit right? 100%. But I do think that, like, the part where she turns to Andy and goes, can you shut her up? And Andy goes, no. And then they just both scream at each other. That I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. What did you think about the part where they go all the way back to the beginning? Mm-hmm. With the conversation where Amanda was talking about Dorit and about Dorit talking about PK. And Amanda says that she was relieved to see the conversation because she realized, she's like, do I not remember saying something really awful and cutting? And she's like, I do kind of see Amanda's point there where she's like, I don't think that Amanda did say anything awful. She just never owned it. And so, like, I get why Dorit's still like, I don't trust you. I'm not into it. But that was, looking back and seeing it through that frame, I go, oh, that was just Sutton being like kind of an asshole.
No, she did say something. She did have an opinion. No, that's the whole point. Amanda did say something. Whether it is totally subjective. Whether Amanda feels like she said something wrong, that's subjective to Amanda. That's not that has nothing to do with anything. You can't take that for prophecy. Amanda's saying, I rewatched it. I don't think I said anything wrong. Well, I'm not. Why am I listening to you? Why am I believing that? Because we all know you said it. You said it. You said it.
She did say it, but she didn't say she's an idiot for talking about this. She's going to ruin everything. She didn't say this is like a huge, just the way that she said it and rewatching it. I don't think it was an attack on Dorit. I don't think it was a huge critique on Dorit. And she even backs up Dorit when she says, I think it was Kathy or it was Jennifer Tilley who said, well, she did say that he's a raging alcoholic. And she's like, okay, but if it's true, she's not allowed to say it. Like, she's backing up Dorit's side on that.
And also, and Amanda is a new person in this group. You don't get to have an opinion as a new person and say it like that. You just don't. That is my opinion. When you're a new person in the group, you don't get to speak on someone's marriage unless you get to know them and you're speaking to that person about that marriage. She doesn't get to say that. That's the other point. You're new. Know your place. Fair. You don't get to say that stuff. That's the other problem. And I think that's what Dorit was meaning. Who the fuck are you? Who are you to tell me what to do? Like, that's 100% valid.
It's so high tension, and it's the fact that it's going to be a topic of discussion. And it's like, she is new, so... But that's the opposite of her job as a housewife, is to sit there and keep her mouth shut, right?
Oh, right.
So, I mean, she's damned if you do, damned if you don't. So, I at that point, I did kind of forgive her for that. I also think she did say that she had an opinion. She was too busy being defensive to just nip it in the bud.
Right.
All 100%. She had to do was go, I don't remember exactly what I said, but you're right. I'm sorry. And then Dorit would have moved on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
But she never did. Like, so I don't know. I also wrote, this is the thing, because she kind of got called out by everybody, but she got called out by Rachel Zoe about kind of one-upping everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that Amanda in her circles, and she even says this herself, but I think Amanda in her circles tends to be the top dog, tends to be the aspirational person in the group, tends to be the one that people are looking to for advice, right? I think that she's not used to not being the top dog.
Yeah.
And I think that being so jarring for her, I don't think that she was actively trying to one up. I don't think she was doing that. I think that just came out as she's never checked, right? She's surrounded by people who are like, yes, you're amazing.
Oh my God, you're so right. Dude. You can use that for everyday life. No. You can't have that. You can't have that. Nope.
I'm saying that that's a flaw for her.
Nope.
I'm saying that she's in this group and she didn't know how to adjust herself to these women and to go like, oh, I don't think she walked into any of these rooms with any of these women and thought, I'm going to learn something from them. She's like, I love their hearts. Like, she's qualifying them. This is what I'm saying is the problem with her, is that she goes into these things and I think she thought she was going to teach everyone something. Not like, oh my God, I'm in a room with fucking Jennifer Tilley.
Right.
Not, this is Kyle. She's like the queen of these housewives. This is fucking Erica Jane. Rachel Zoe. I know Amanda knows who Rachel Zoe is. So I think it's my frustration with Amanda is that, like, when I'm hanging out with a group of people, I feel the most fulfilled and the most, like, lit up in my brain when I know that I'm around people that I'm going to be better because I know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to learn something from them. They're entertaining. They've got something. I think she thought she was going to be the shining light in the room because that's what she's used to. And I think that it didn't occur to her that she needed to let the other people around her be the shining light. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not on her side. I'm not a Team Amanda person. I think she sucks as a housewife. I hope she's not on next season. I don't think she will be. This reunion, she sucked as well. But I think that that's her problem. But at the end of it, that's what I'm on your side. I agree with you. God.
No, she was totally trying to one up everybody. 100%. I mean, Erica gave an example of it. And her response was, I thought I was on a cool show with people who were rich and had cool shit. Like that is not, and her response of, I love all these women's hearts. That is not
like she's the judge.
Right. That is not a response that you know someone. You don't know these women.
No.
To say that, like, I like Rachel because she's this, and I like Dorit because she's this, and Bose because that is knowing someone. But she
doesn't have any of that.
Yeah. I love their hearts. No. You don't.
She went on to show herself.
Yeah.
She went on to show herself, show the world who she is, get her product out there, and have everyone go, oh, help us.
Yeah.
I mean, when she went to that dinner with Bose and Dorit, where Bose is like, oh, this is maybe somebody that could have helpful information. She's like, yes, I am. Spiritually, where are you with money? And you're like, wait, what? No. We need to know if he has a Roth IRA. Like, what are you doing?
How do we find that out? No. Yeah. Agreed.
So I'm just kind of like, just kind of done.
Can we talk about something lighter for just a minute? Do you know what I'm going to say?
I hope it's
Kathy?
Jennifer Tilley and Kathy getting out of the car.
I'm dead.
Getting out of the car.
I'm dead.
How long do you think she actually was there? Because they're both like, everybody has like at least 4 bags. Their hands are full.
How many
and
pillows?
She's got all her pillows. Why did she bring multiple pillows?
Where is she sleeping? Where are you laying down? Where are they going?
And they weren't comfy pillows. They were decorative pillows.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't understand. Kathy Hilton is a mess.
I love her so much. And then they cut to her and she goes, I have not had it well. I went on this diet.
Did you hear about this diet?
You did what? Like vinegar, baking soda, and Jello? Kathy Hilton, what are you doing? I am dead.
And it's not real. It's not. And she's like, it's an IA diet. And they're like, AI? She's like Dr. Oz. And then you see Andy Cohen just go, and he's like,
he's the best.
Fucking genius.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wonderful. I got all bloated from it. Right.
Yeah, you probably fucked up your, like,
oh God,
biome here. Oh my God.
So perfect. And then she takes a phone call in the middle of
Kyle crying. And even Kyle's like, I feel like Kyle said, my voice is getting emotional right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, and it's like, I feel like she was trying to send it to Kathy. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you can't tell me that no other cast member, including Andy, didn't hear that phone ring. We all heard it. I mean, we heard the phone ring.
Who's allowed to take their phone on that stage?
Right, and have it on.
I mean, unless you have, like, I guess if you're Kyle and Dorit and you're like, this is what you said in the message, like, I guess that makes sense. But also, when Jennifer Tilley also gets there, and Jennifer Tilley's just so excited.
Right.
I love her vibe about everything. But she gets her hair done, and I love her hair.
Yeah.
And then she goes into Kathy's trailer, and Kathy's trailer is just flowers. Just everywhere, because it's her birthday. And she's like, oh, happy birthday. And she's like, so you're not, Kathy looks at Jennifer and goes, so you're not wearing any jewelry? And she's like, this isn't what I'm wearing. And she's like, oh, I thought this was very casual.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. She was in, like, a dress from Kohl's and it was probably not from Kohl's. It was probably, like, $1,000 dress. Oh, yeah. But just, like, a comfy dress that was, like, cute, and combat boots and leggings. She's like, this is not what I'm wearing on stage. She's like, oh, I thought that was casual. Oh, my God. And the fact that Kathy is so susceptible online, Paris needs to take her mom's phone away. That's genuinely dangerous. She's gonna get scammed. She's already been scammed. This is at least she got bloated. She's gonna survive that. But who knows what the next thing she does? She's like, well, I saw it online, and so I decided to try this thing.
Oh my God.
I lost 2 pounds the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were ill.
Yeah.
Kathy.
When Kyle said, and today's Friday the 13th, and it's your birthday, and I'm like, wait a minute. Kathy and I have the same exact birthday.
Congratulations.
I know.
Because the second that she went, and it's Friday the 13th, I was like, I wonder if that was the same.
Yes.
Because I didn't know what month that got filmed. I couldn't remember. I was like, I wonder if that was the same as Keeley.
It's March 13th. We have the same birthday. I'm so proud.
You and Kathy Hilton.
Oh my God.
I have the same birthday as William Shatner.
Oh, okay. Well, good. That's so good.
Kathy Hilton's more fun, but.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
And then, of course, Jennifer Tilley's dress.
And her dress, right. We didn't get to see
There
the
was
back.
not anything on. There is nothing in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like laced up. She looked incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that she couldn't sit up. I'm going to be honest. I am behind. I haven't seen The Substance yet.
Oh, I haven't watched
so
it
I feel
either,
like
but
that was a spoiler.
Yeah. Okay.
Matt really wants to watch it. I should watch it.
Okay.
Speaking of horror movies, though, do you like the Resident Evil movies? Keeley loves a bloody theatrical horror movie.
Yes. I like the first ones. Like, you get into the...
When it's like the apocalypse stuff?
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you see... There was one where it was like a mom in an apartment building with her kids, and then she gets like possessed by the devil. You would love it.
Are you talking
am I thinking
Evil
of
Dawn?
Else?
Are you talking
Probably.
You're talking those ones I adore. Yes, all of those are cinema to me. I love all of those. I think you're thinking of, because they have another one coming out. I think it's Evil Dawn. Dawn.
I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Yes, I love all of those. All of them are fantastic.
There's a new Resident Evil coming out, and I'm excited about that.
Okay.
I like the video games, but I don't like the ones with the main characters. I like the ones that are there's one. Here's the scariest things to me. Anything in like the bayou.
Okay.
Anything that you can, because I feel like the bayou is very supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's like old and haunted and like nature is out to get you there.
Yeah.
That always scares me the most.
Agree. No, I'm down with that.
And there was a really good video game that they did that. And that was, oh God, was that Resident Evil? I'm so old. I'm Kathy Hilton. Or not Kathy Hilton. I'm Alicia. Remember, did you see Alicia in the after show for Rhode Island when she's trying to talk about an actor who was hot? And she's like, he's the pilot. He flies the plane. It's on the show right now. He was the president. And she's like, who the Joe Ellen's like, who are you talking about? I love Alicia. She is Kathy Hilton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of that show.
Yeah.
Oh.
So good.
So fucking good.
So good.
Yeah. I just wrote AI Jello Diet with a lot of question marks.
Dead. I'm dead over that. I love that so much. That was the best
and
part.
Then we get into Kyle's package.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, I want to say really quickly that I had a panic attack when Sutton revealed that she gets $300,000 a month in alimony.
And that's not including the child support.
What?
And that's before taxes. Or after taxes. I think she said.
I have, there's no words. Maybe she told us that a couple of years ago. I don't remember.
She said it in a Watch What, it was on a Watch What Happens Live. That somebody said like something crazy, like $300,000. And she's like, well, that's after taxes. Because somebody was saying something shitty about like her living on a main street. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
But good for her.
Holy crap. Right. Yeah.
Not even mad.
Right. Which goes back to Kyle and the sob story about, I don't want it to change. I want to wake up every morning and have coffee and, talk to Mauricio and go on vacations. And I wrote down, that's not real.
No.
That's not real. People don't do that. He's full on left the marriage. We all have said that 1,000 million times.
Well, and now it's extra. I feel like Kyle sees it, right? Because she went to that party with Rachel Zoe and Mo, and she saw Mo as a single guy.
Right.
And she was like, how dare he? And I'm like,
what?
You guys have been separated for a long time. Why are you guys going out together?
Right.
And I don't know.
I mean, I think she wants to be a victim. I think we're over the hump where, like with Rue La La, we need to respect her staying with her husband who's cheating on her, and that's her choice, and call me when you need me kind of a thing. I think Kyle is off the deep end and into swimming in victim territory. I want you to feel sorry for me because he's not treating me correctly, and he doesn't see me as our 30-year marriage, and we have kids together, and I don't know when to pull the plug and file for divorce. And
now I feel like, I'm jaded, I guess, because I feel like, of course, he doesn't want to divorce you. He doesn't want to have to buy you out of the agency.
Right.
He doesn't want to have to, like, she's probably expensive.
Sure.
Like,
more
she
than
lives
$300,000.
But it's probably cheaper than buying her out of the agency.
Sure.
Because they own properties.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. So, like, all of the assets that they've gotten, I think that he's never going. She's letting him go be a single guy because she wants to. Like you said, like live as a victim, or like Dorit asked her, she's like, are you waiting for him to like come back? Because I think that's also part of it.
Yeah.
I think there's part of her where she goes, how did we let this happen? Like, how did this just happen? What? Holy shit. I think she's like, oh, I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I stopped watching for a few years.
Sure.
And you referenced that, like, he had kind of, like, checked out of the marriage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A long time before she started dating women.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's part of me that, like, goes, yeah, it's sad when these things dissolve, but there's also a part where you have to go, like, and I'm moving forward. And she isn't going to. She doesn't want to.
She even admitted, you know, we'll probably do that when one of us or the other person has someone in their life, someone else in their life.
Yeah.
And Andy was like, so you can blame someone? Like
that. I think Bo said that. She's like, that's going to be, you're asking for animosity.
No.
That's bad.
No. What are
it's
you
not
doing?
going to stay nice like this.
No. Oh my God.
It's good. And like, I don't know. There's also part of me that understands going like, if she needs to either put up or shut up, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So like you either need to file for divorce and deal with it, or if you go, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want this to change she said, I don't want it to change our relationship. If she's content with what it is right now, which she's clearly not, but if she's afraid to go forward into what it's going to be next, which that could be scary. I totally accept that that's a scary, uncomfortable, not like positive future of like, I'm not going to be connected to the father of my children anymore. I'm not going to have the same access to him. I'm not going to have, because like, let's be honest, this might be a control thing as well. Like she's in charge of his life in so many ways. Remember she was buying him sheets for his new apartment? And then she's like, and he got a new place without even telling me. And you're like, right. Yeah, because you're not together.
Because we all saw it, honey. Yeah.
I think maybe it's a control thing. Who knows? It's either you let it be what it is right now, which it's not going to stay that way, but you can pretend. Yeah. Right? Live in that delusion, but shut up about it. Yeah. You can't complain. Right. You don't get to complain because you're the one that's creating this reality.
I totally agree.
And Mo sucks for letting that be what it is.
Just file, dude. Exactly. Agree. I agree with that too.
Everyone is too afraid to deal with the pain of what this is going to be. So you're going to let it be stagnant and weird, and then the mosquitoes are going to like eggs in it, and everyone's going to be itchy. Like just...
Yep.
Especially their kids.
For sure.
They're putting their adult children, and one of them's in college.
Yeah.
Who is it? Portia?
Oh, yeah.
Portia. Oh, when they showed the video of Portia
she was
calling
like
Taylor.
4 or 5 or something, yeah.
Oh, cute. She's so cute.
Yeah.
The part where she was like, maybe we had decided that if we were going to stay in LA, we were going to make the business work and make that a priority because it's not fun to be in LA unless you make money. But if we don't want to be in LA, we don't have to pursue this like huge business venture. Maybe we could go move to Vail and become ski instructors, and then we would have still been together.
Reaching. Totally reaching. That makes 0 sense. Money, fame, and traveling are the cause of your breakup? That's what you're telling me.
She blamed social media.
Yeah.
She said that social media is like the worst and this terrible thing, and I don't know. I don't think that social media would be a terrible thing if you have a good marriage.
Or you did it correctly. Just do it correctly. The scary part from leaving a marriage is money, especially for the women's side. She has gobs and gobs of it. So she can literally go buy another $5 million house and still be on the show or whatever she's acting, right, doing. She does not have that financial worry. Her kids are grown. We don't have a toddler at home or even a child under the age of 10 at home. We don't have to have that worry. Like her excuses are getting very, very thin that I'm...
100%.
We're not listening
100%
anymore.
No, I'm not interested in hearing about that divorce anymore.
Right.
I want to hear about it being done.
Get her shit together. She moved. Let's see. They talked to Sutton. Dorit and Sutton go at it about Sutton's looks.
That sucked to me because here's the thing, is I think when you're really mad, people will like have their spin outs, right?
Yeah.
And Rhode Island, Liz is going to have her spin out where she burns everything down. But then afterwards she comes back and like is able to assess and say that. We're at the reunion right now.
Yeah.
Come in with your valid points. Like Dorit, I want you to fight your battle well. And then the second that you like spin off, I just feel like you're losing your ground. And I want her to keep her ground because she has valid points. The Sutton shit, Sutton's arguments are such bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea why Sutton decided that she has been so wronged by Dorit because she really hasn't. Dorit's just not interested.
Yeah.
Right? They already, like...
Two different parties, Sutton did that. At Rachel's birthday, right? And Kathy's garden party, right?
Yeah.
Sutton's offended by how you spoke to me, Dorit. And Dorit's like, I don't care. Bye. I don't care.
Right.
And Sutton's chasing her down and following her.
Yeah.
And I don't...
It's Sutton's annoying. Let Sutton misbehave. And let everyone go like... What is the classic Rachel Zoe line? Go, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you? That's all that Dorit needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Dorit can't because she's in like...
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
I just wish I just don't think that this is the venue for it if she wants to feel like she's on top at the end.
Yeah.
And I think we're only going to see comments about how pissed off everyone is at Dorit at the end of this.
Yeah.
Because Dorit's like... any opportunity that she has to like have her fight. And I think that she's right. I'm going to go backwards. I think that she's right in everything that...
Oh no. Where'd you go? You turned off. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're still recording. 2:08. Dang it. I can't turn it off. I can't stop the recording. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You're gonna listen to me sing. Oh no. Okay, she said 1 minute. What should we talk about for 1 minute? Let's see. What did we not talk about? Jennifer and Sutton kind of making up. I felt bad that Jennifer felt like she needed to apologize to Sutton, which I get it. I mean, she was talking behind Sutton's back, but I don't think Sutton gave Jennifer an appropriate apology because Jennifer's apology was genuine, and she says, you know, Sutton's such a good person. She has a really good heart. I shouldn't have said those things to Kyle. I should have talked to Sutton or kept my mouth shut. And what does Sutton say? She's just like, thank you for the apology. Maybe not. Maybe you should say things like that.
I love the idea of a Sutton-Erica relationship, but I'm mad at both of them. I think how they interact with Dorit fucking sucks. And I don't know how we're going to move forward.
I think Kyle and Erica are jealous of Sutton's relationship with Rachel and Bose. And that's why they project onto Dorit and say, like Erica says, the one thing that just sent me over the edge is when you said that Bose has supported you more than anybody.
Yeah.
That is a jealous move. That's jealousy. That's what that is. I absolutely am not going to be on Erica's side and say, oh, they have a 10-year, 9-year relationship. Look at all these ... these receipts that Erica has supported Dorit. Sure, you can have that. But Dorit, Rachel, and Bose, the three of them, or the two of each of them together, have a genuine friendship.
Oh, 100%.
That I believe Erica and Kyle are jealous of. And so they just use that. They just weaponize it against her and make her feel like shit. And she's like, I'm not feeling like shit.
No, she feels empowered by these two women. And I think
what Erica and Kyle are not making her feel like.
Right. And Bose would 100% be friends with Kyle. And Bose would 100% be friends with Erica.
Right.
Bose asks Erica to DJ. She's like, Bose is actually empowering women. Same with fucking Rachel Zoe. Rachel Zoe is in the middle of her divorce, and she's supporting Kyle, and she's supporting Dorit.
Yep.
And giving critique that is fair.
Yep.
And unemotional, like not attacking to Amanda.
And sticking up for Kyle to Dorit. Kyle, I really think Kyle is concerned about you. I really think Kyle is coming from a good place. All of these things.
Yeah. Because
bitches don't hear it.
Yeah.
Kyle and Erica don't hear that.
I think that Rachel Zoe, you can see she has these relationships with women. She has these girls. She's like, I just need to be with my girls. I just want to be surrounded by women. But she's practicing what she preaches. It's because she has these great relationships with all these women. So then she's like, I see why Kyle's doing it. But then I think the more that she's seen how Kyle's moving, she's like, come on, Kyle. But she's still friends with Kyle. They're still going out to parties together.
Right.
She's still backing up Kyle.
People do.
Well, because here's the thing. I think we can all see people fuck up and go like, I don't like how this is going. Like, I love you. Yep. I see why you're doing this. I don't love it. But it's like, I guess, like, she's accepting everybody as they are.
Yep.
And the times that people are out of pocket, she's like, hey, she calls it like she sees it, but in a very kind way.
Yeah.
Whereas like Mark Francis is going to rip you apart. She's going to say like, hey, this is how this is coming across.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that person. Here's how to do it differently.
Yep.
Even if she doesn't like you. She doesn't like Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
But she is never unkind to Amanda.
Right. Right.
Take a note, Kelsey. You cannot like someone. And you can say, I think it's weird how some things are... Save it for the reunion.
Right. Totally.
And come into the... So, I don't know. I'm glad that there's only one more part of this. Remember when they were doing reunions that were like 4 parts?
Yes. Holy
Thank God they're not doing that. I think that this reunion could have been 2 parts. Easily. And I think they could have edited it so they're like, listen, Kyle, Dorit, let's get it all out first.
Yep. Yes.
And then once Dorit was tired and Kyle had already said, it's like, oh, you've already said it 4 times, so now we're done.
Yep.
I don't know. Kyle doesn't want to be friends. Did you send me the video? I think you sent me the video where it was like about how Kyle's actions aren't matching her words.
Oh,
because she doesn't actually see the way that she's behaving.
Right.
She thinks that she's a good friend. She thinks these things. She thinks that she's the good person in this, but then she'll also make the snide cutting remark.
Right.
But she doesn't track that as like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So, and she's leaning so hard on the history of her friendship with Dorit.
Right.
And being like, but we're friends. It's like, but you haven't behaved as such for 2 years.
Right.
So I don't know.
So why would I believe you? Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad that it's the last one. Next week, we'll have a little bit less to talk about. I think that we're going to run through our shows.
Sure.
Like the Valley very quickly. Boat show, I think we might have more to talk about than the Valley again.
Right.
And then we'll finish up this. And then also you found a documentary with some updates about oh God, I forgot their names.
Oh, Fred and Rose West from the UK. Right. We did a
I think the worst
story time.
The worst, I think they were the worst that we've ever discussed.
Yeah.
And then as it turns out, worse than we understood.
Oh my God. 100%.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And then maybe something else. Who knows? I hope everyone enjoyed their very long walk while they were listening to us. I hope you got all your laundry folded.
Absolutely.
I hope that you were able to space out during work listening to us.
We
all those fun
appreciate
things.
you.
We do.
Love you.
And we're getting so many people having conversations with us online, and I'm not going to see it for a little bit because I need a hard reset because I am neurodivergent. But do love the conversations that are happening and love the feedback. And also I have people following my TikTok page now, and I only have 2 videos. So it's really not worth watching my personal TikTok. Do you have any videos posted on yours?
I do. I've got maybe 10 on there. I pick randomly a couple of them on there and stick them.
I mean, I've done those, but I mean, like, not from the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I have one where I'm talking about flowers and then something else. I don't know. But anyway, not worth it. I'm not going to be on there anyway, guys. So
I'll shame her. By the end of the week, she'll be back on. This is what I did last time.
I know.
So I shamed her for a couple of days.
Give me like 2 weeks. Give me like 2 weeks off so I can
2 weeks. Nope.
So I can cleanse this.
Nope. You can have a couple of days. We'll talk in a couple days and we'll be back.
All right. Sounds good.
Ready to go.
Thank you guys, and thank you, Keeley.
Thank you.
I love you. Thanks for doing the
love
podcast
you.
with me. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.